अस्तु।
ध्यानश्लोकाः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचस्सममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। अथ गीतामाहात्म्यम्। गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकविवर्जितः गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनम् गीतासु गीता कर्तव्या किमन्यैः शास्त्रविस्तरैः या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्माद्विनिसृता भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्त्राद्विनिसृतं गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् एकं शास्त्रं देवकी पुत्रगीतम् एको देवो देवकी पुत्र एव एको मन्द्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा। अथ ध्यानम्। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
उत्तमं, परन्तु
धन्यवादः।
भवती आदौ ध्येयमन्त्रं वक्तुं विस्मृतवती। कोऽपि वदति वा
ओ
ध्येयमन्त्रं?
सारी क्षम्यताम्।
मास्तु, चिन्ता मास्तु। भवती वदति वा ध्येयमन्त्रम् अथवा अन्यः कोऽपि?
अहं वदामि महोदय।
भवत्याः शब्दः बहु
मुक्तम्।
न्यूनः अस्ति, वाल्यूम् लो।
अहं वदामि।
वदतु।
इदानीं श्रूयते वा?
इदानीं सम्यक् अस्ति।
अस्तु। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं, वदामि संस्कृतं सदा, ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक्, वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। संस्कृतस्य प्रसाराय नैजं सर्वं ददाम्यहम्। संस्कृतस्य सदा भक्तो वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। संस्कृतस्य कृते जीवन् संस्कृतस्य कृते यजन् आत्मानमाहुतं मन्ये वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्।
उत्तमं, धन्यवादाः। इदानीं गीता भगवद्गीतायाः प्रथमाध्यायस्य 10 श्लोकान् कोऽपि पठति वा? परन्तु 10 श्लोकान् इत्युक्ते 11 श्लोकात् आरभ्य 20 पर्यन्तं कोऽपि पठति वा? पारायणं कुर्मः।
अहमिच्छामि महोदय।
वदतु। अयनेषु च सर्वेषु।
ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः। अर्जुनविषादयोगः। अयनेषु च सर्वेषु यथा भागमवस्थिताः भीष्ममेवाभिरक्षन्तु भवन्तः सर्व एव हि। तस्य सञ्जनयन् हर्षं कुरु वृद्धः पितामहः। सिंहनादं विनद्योच्चैः शङ्खं दद्मौ प्रतापवान्। ततः शङ्काश्च भैर्यश्च पणवानकगोमुखाः सैवाभ्यहन्यन्त सशब्दस्तु मुलोऽभवत्। ततः श्वेतैर्हयैर्युक्ते महति स्यन्दने स्थितौ माधवाः पाण्डवाश्चैव दिव्यौ शङ्खौ प्रदद्मतुः। पाञ्चजन्यं ऋषिकेशो देवदत्तं धनञ्जयः पौण्ड्रं दद्मौ महाशङ्खं भीमकर्मवृकोदरः। अनन्तविजयं राजा कुन्तीपुत्रो युधिष्ठिरः नकुलः सह देवश्च सुघोषमणिपुष्पकौ काश्चस्य परमेश्वासः शिखण्डी च महारथः दृष्टद्युम्नो विराटश्च सात्यकीश्चापराजितः द्रुपदो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्वशः पृथिवीपते सौभद्रो महाबाहुः शङ्खान् दद्मौ प्रदत्कृतम् सघोषो धार्तराष्ट्राणाम् हृदयानि व्यदारयत् नभश्च पृथिवीं चैव तुमुलो व्यनुनादयन् अथ व्यवस्थितान् दृष्ट्वा धार्तराष्ट्रान् कपिध्वजः प्रवृत्ते शस्त्रसम्पाते धनुरुद्यम्य पाण्डवः। धन्यवादः।
अन्तिमं तत् वाक्यमस्ति ऋषिकेशं तदा वाक्यम् इदमाह महीपते तदपि 20तमे श्लोके एव पठनीयम् अस्तु। धन्यवादाः भगिनी। अस्तु इदानीं गत एतावता अस्माभिः गतसप्ताहपर्यन्तं स्वरसन्धि तथा व्यञ्जनसन्धिविषये पठितम् अस्माभिः। अद्य किञ्चित् विसर्गसन्धिविषये पठामः। इदानीम् अहं स्क्रीन् शेर् करिष्यामि, अनन्तरं पाठयिष्यामि।
महोदय
वदतु।
अनुस्वारसन्धि
सन्देहः अस्ति वा?
सन्देहः अस्ति।
अस्तु तर्हि अहम् एतत् अनन्तरं करिष्यामि।
अनन्तरं
वदतु, पृच्छतु।
पदान्ते अपदान्ते अनुस्वारण
अपदान्ते
एकः निमिषः
अहं तत् उद्घाटयामि एकक्षणम्।
अपदान्ते पयान् प्लस् सी पयांसि तत्र पयांसि सी प्रत्यय अस्ति वा?
ओ न न न तत् किं भवति
महोदय? दूसरा नमस् शब्दस्य प्रथमा विभक्ति नमः नमांसि अस्ति।
लिंग नमांसि इति यदि नमस् इति अव्ययं स्वीकुर्मः चेत् नमः, परन्तु नमस् इति प्रातिपदिकमपि अस्ति। नमस् इत्युक्ते सल्यूट्। नमः नमः नमसि नमांसि, तथा पया पयसि पयांसि। परन्तु तत् सी प्रत्ययः कुतः गता इति भवान् ज्ञातुम् इच्छति चेत् तत् सुबन्तप्रकरणे दत्तमस्ति। अस्माभिः इदानीं सुबन्तप्रकरणम् अस्मिन् चक्रे न पठ्यते। तत् पूर्वं गत गीतासोपान् द्वितीयभागे भवन्तः पठितवन्तः स्यात् स्युः।
सी प्रत्यय अहं न
अस्तु
न पठामि।
न तत् कुतः गच्छति इति अहं दर्शयामि। अस्तु तदपि अहं स्क्रीन् शेर् आदौ स्क्रीन् शेर् करिष्यामि, अनन्तरं Yes.
पयस्
इदानीं पश्यतु अत्र पयः पयसि पयांसि न भवान् एतत् सी कुतः आगतमिति पृच्छति खलु.
करेक्ट्.
एतत् प्रक्रिया दत्ता अस्ति.
ओहो.
It is not easy. Okay. So payas, original word is payas. Okay. तथा नपुंसकलिङ्गे शी इति कश्चित् आदेशः अस्ति. जस् प्रत्यय शस् प्रत्यय तत्र शी इति आगच्छति. तत्र षकारः इत् संज्ञकः केवलम् इ अवशिष्यते. अनन्तरं सान्तमान्त संयोगस्य अनेन सूत्रेण नकारः आगच्छति. एतस्य नकारस्य नश्च पदान्तस्य झलि इति सूत्रेण अनुस्वारः भवति. Yet we had concentrated only on this portion.
Okay.
But how this came, there is a lot of background to that. Let us not go into that at this stage. Our aim is to understand sandhis and not the subandha prakriya.
So namas api same pratyaya. Namas api the same steps, huh?
Na nama that is in the you are talking of that namsati.
No. Namamsi.
Namasi same, but I don't know whether Shabdapad this website has included that. Let us see. Namas. No, namas they are not, but namas is exactly like payas.
Okay. Okay. Vasansi are same, right? Vasamsi.
Yes. Vasamsi jiranani yatha vihaya. Same thing like vasas is the original pratipadikam. Okay. Then vasas, vasasi, vasamsi. Same, the payas is the pattern, template.
Okay. Yeah. So this apadante is always with some pratyaya at the end, right? That is when this applies. This apadante makara nakara.
Apadante makara nakara asti chet tesha tayoho
it always comes
anuswara bhavati.
अनन्तरम्
अनुस्वारस्य अनन्तरम् अग्रे यदि वर्गीयवर्णः अस्ति चेत् तस्य पुनः गतसप्ताहे अहं दर्शितवान् खलु. अहं तदपि दर्शयामि.
मम प्रश्नः this it's always like this, right? I mean there is a pratyaya at the end. That is when you get the apadante makara nakara.
No. See, apadante inside the word, if nakara alone and makara asti chet tas nakarasya अथवा मकारस्य अनुस्वारः भवति. But the process does not stop there. Okay, it continues.
No, but what I am saying is that where you get the makara nakara, you can break the pada into two, and the second one is a pratyaya.
No, kindly speak loudly. I am not able to hear you.
Where you get the makara or nakara, you can break the pada into two, and the latter part is
no, that is not allowed. You cannot.
No, the second part will be the pratyaya, right?
No. You cannot break pada. Pada has got a definition. Subantam tigantam padam. Okay, sup tingandam padam. That is the sutra. So unless there is a sup pratyaya at the end or ting pratyaya at the end, the entire thing cannot be called as a pada. Okay, now
so what I'm saying is, if you're given vasamsi, okay, so given vasamsi, then if you have to do reverse engineering, then you would say vasan plus c you get, but there c is a pratyaya.
No, reverse engineering where? I mean, where the root has come from, that you want to know?
Yeah, because suppose you tell me like vasamsi and ask me to do the padacheda, then I have to get vasan plus c.
No. There is no padacheda. Vasamsi is a pada itself. Okay. Our aim is to do the Sandhi Vichhedaha among the padas. There should be more than one pada, and then you, what do you say, unlock the Sandhis and make this separate. But inside the padas, what happens is not our aim. Like how the Vasansi has, Vasansi itself is the pada. Vasas is this Pratipadikam, and jas or shas is the pratyaya. But how that jas or shas has transformed to Vasamsi, that is not at this stage. Okay.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that, like, if you're given, if Vasamsi is given, how do I guess it's Nakara, not Makara?
Oh, that is what I showed you, na. The nakara has come in the pada itself. Okay, because there
But
is
I cannot guess it, right? I cannot guess it.
no. See here. Okay, are you able to see this screen?
Yeah, yes,
Huh?
I'm able to see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, because the fonts are small. Here,
No, I can see.
huh? See,
I,
original word is
okay,
payas, then the pratyaya is jas. Now, this jas is replaced by she, jas, shaso, she. And that she is only ikara, but the shakara is its soundneka. So, we get payasi. Now, there is another sutra which brings in another agama that, okay,
Nakara.
nakara. This is how how the nakara comes. I mean, whether it is nakara or makara, that again I'll show you how it comes. Okay. Anyway, good that you asked this question. And then this goes through the prakriya, and then finally you get payansi. Now I'll give another example. You know, kap dhatu. Okay, if the tree is shaking or somebody is shaking, what is the word?
Kampate.
Kampate. Do you know what is the dhatu for that?
No.
Original dhatu.
Kamp.
No, kampa is not the dhatu original. In the dhatu pada, I'll just show you that this one. Okay, let me uh, slightly increase the font so that people are able to see. Okay. Now see, if you open the dhatu pada, it is called kapi, and there is an anuswar there. This is the original.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Now this kapi becomes kanpi, or rather, not this one. That anuswara goes off. Okay. Because this ikara, I mean, I'll show you. This is equal to ka half and e with anuswar. Okay. So
Okay.
this, as you say, the any swara with a anuswara, the anunasik swara is a it saudneka. Why? That is a rule given by Panini. So this e in the with the anuswara has no meaning. It is just to be deleted. So what remains is cup. Okay. So this is deleted. Now because there is a anunasik ikara at the end, we add nakara in between. Okay. Now this
Okay.
nakara, I'll show you the prakriya also, no problem, on the website.
But why Nakara and not Makara?
That is the rule. Panini has told, not me. Okay.
Okay.
I'll show you the prakriya. Don't worry. Why not? Now, as per our rule, this nakara, since it is in the apadante, it goes as an anuswar. Okay.
Okay.
Prakriya does not stop here. The next is this anuswara has to be has to be done as a parasavarna. I mean, it should match with the next letter, and then you
Oh, yeah.
get dhatu kampa. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'll show you the, I mean, since you have raised the doubt, let us go to this one, okay? Dhatu Patha. Okay. Now see here how the dhatu is written at the top. Kapi.
Okay.
Are you able to see?
Yes.
Ikara with the anuswara is have I earlier when I explained during the pratyaharas, I had explained what is the it sauneka. It sauneka is, it has some meaning. It is to be deleted, but it carries some, like I had given the example of a packing, and the packing of a product contains some information. That information is to be carried, but the packing has to be discarded. Like that, this will be discarded. Now I'll open this Kampate. See here. Original is cupping. Okay.
Mm.
Now here it becomes cup because that ikara goes as a it saudneka. Then
Okay.
now here you see kanpa, nakara comes in between and not makara.
Okay.
Okay. The sutra, this is given by Panini. Idito num dhatu, that is a sutra.
Okay.
So what it becomes is kanpa. Okay.
Mm.
Then after this one, it carries on, so many things happen, and at the end, see here at this stage, this nakara goes as an anuswara and becomes kamp, and then this anuswara again comes back as makara, matching with the next letter parasavarna, and you
Okay.
get kampate. Okay, but at this stage, somewhere in between where the nakara comes, it is not makara, it is the nakara.
Okay.
Okay, and why that? It is not my. I have not designed the rules. It is laid down by Panini, and
Okay.
Panini also has done that for the sake of. He has not devised any rule. He has just matched whatever was existing in the language. He has formulated some rules to match with the usage. Okay,
Right.
are you
So
satisfied?
that Mahodaya,
Um,
Huh.
an, Anubandha Lopa we call it, right? Anubandha Lopa ke karanat,
Huh.
that Anuswara becomes Nakara and later on Makara
No, 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 no.
Parivartate. Mm.
Anubandha lopa is just discarding this ikara. Okay, e with
Ah,
okay
ah,
anunasik e, that is to be discarded.
discarded.
Okay,
Ah,
but as I said, the packing has to be discarded, and the packing contains some information. That information in this particular case is if there is a ikara, that this sutra idito num dhato, if you open this sutra, go to that particular sutra in the website, you'll find it is given an explanation that if there is a ikara it saudneka means anubandha. If the ikara itself is anubandha, then there will be a nakara in between. Okay, that num,
ah.
num means nakara, that's all.
Num means Nakara. Ah,
Okay, so there are so many. Num means nakara, mum means makara. Okay, so
ah.
many things are there. So
This
nakara,
prakriya will happen.
huh?
This prakriya will happen to every dhatuva. The
Not
same
every
prakriya
dhatu. If there is a
where there is
ikara
Anuswara,
as a anubandha,
Anubandha. Okay.
okay, that is
Mm.
ikara is it saudnaka. Ikara is a anunasik. This one in the
Anunasika Swara.
original dhatu
Ah,
part. Then only the
mm.
nakara will come. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
I'll give an example. Vad. Okay, vadi. Okay, this is dhatu. Vand. Okay. See here, what is the dhatu? Vadin.
Correct.
Okay. Original in the dhatu pada, there is no vanda dhatu. For our sake, at the beginners level, we teach the students that the Atmanepadi dhatu vanda, but it is not vanda original dhatu, it is vadin. And the ikara is a anubandha. Anubandha means it samgnaka, that is a packing to be discarded. So it becomes vad. Then, since the ikara is a packing which is to be discarded, that in information is there that if this ikara is to be discarded, it will be replaced by nakara. So this one, then it goes down. This nakara becomes anuswara at this stage and comes back as nakara, like in the original, the last example. It was come that anuswara changed to makara because the next letter was paka, kampa. Here, the same anuswara becomes nakara because the next letter is the, vanda, and becomes vanda.
Tavargatsya. Thank you, Mahodaya. Thank you for the question also, Mahodaya.
No, no problem. Okay. So that is the thing. No, Krishnamon, this Mahodayasya प्रश्नः आसीत् यत् नकारा कुतः आगच्छति पदस्य मध्ये मकारः आगच्छति वा मकारः अपि आगच्छति. Not, let us not bother about that at this stage. Sometimes there is a makara, sometimes there is a nakara, but if it comes in between, it will go as an anuswara to the previous letter, and then again it will come back as a matching with the, like in this case, nakara becomes anuswara, and again since the next letter is the, it will again become nakar. But in the last example, that nakar becomes anuswara and comes back as makar because next letter is pa. Okay, so that is the thing.
अस्तु महोदय. धन्यवादः महोदय.
No problem. Any other doubt in Vyanjan Sandhi or Swara Sandhi?
One small doubt, Mahodaya.
Tell me.
What do you say? Not apadante.
Pardon?
Not apadante will be
Okay. I will give you an example. If it is at the end, that is not at the apadanta, means at the end.
correct.
Okay. Either it can be in the beginning means nothing will happen. Okay. Either it is in the beginning, inside, or end. Now, end will remain nakar itself. Like Raman.
Okay.
Raman will not change. You take the sentence. Okay. Balakan avayatu. Okay. Or Devan kim bhaje. Devan bhaje. Nothing will happen. But if there is a no, at the end, if nakar is there, nothing will happen. If at the end makar is there, that will go as an anuswar to the previous, like Ramam Vande. So Ramam Dvitiya Vivakti Ramam, that makara is half. That will go as a anuswar on the Ramam.
Okay.
Okay? Right?
Yeah.
So doubt clarified?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Dhanyawada, Mahodaya.
No problem. See, I will try to explain to the extent what I know. If I don't know, I will say, Baba, sorry, I will inquire with somebody and then come back. Okay. Any other doubt during the Vyanjan Sandhi and Swara Sandhi like this?
No, no doubt.
Okay, right. No. I mean, I'm asking all others. So, anyway, this.
Pronouncing that is very difficult, Mahodaya. That
Pardon?
Yalava Anasika Rupa, that's very difficult to pronounce.
Oh, that will get practice, no problem. Okay. Right.
Is there any some audio clip you can send where it's
What is that?
illustrated? Is there any audio clip you can send where it is illustrated properly?
No, I'm not getting your question.
I mean, some few examples are illustrated properly how to pronounce this yan la va, the Anunasika rupa
Oh,
of ya la va.
that one. See, as I said, there is very, very subtle difference. Okay. Uh, Even I had that doubt, but I attended some few classes and I came to know that Anuswara is not to be confused with Nakar or Makar. Okay. That is why when you translate into English, some people put it N, some people put it M, then it is not correct. Because Anuswara is to be pronounced by closing the mouth and pronouncing it through nose only. That is the definition of Anuswara. But doing that in a quick succession when the next letter has to be pronounced, it becomes very, very difficult because we are accustomed to have either pronouncing it as n or m, but that is not correct. Okay, but it has got subtle difference. Same thing is with Visarga. Many people confuse Visarga as her. Okay, Tata Shvetair Hayaihi. Okay, Shvetaihi Hayaihi. So even I used to pronounce that as her, but later on I was told it is not her. It is just a kind of a what is a expelling the air through the throat like a snake does hissing, na?
Ah,
That way. It is very difficult. I mean, many people don't know even, and it is not needed. Okay, but those who have to pronounce Veda mantras, chanting the Veda mantra, there it is. It makes little. I mean, lot of difference. And a teacher may chide you if you don't pronounce properly. But in the local normal text and this one, it doesn't make a difference whether you pronounce that her or visarga.
okay.
Okay, same thing is about anuswar.
Mahodaya,
Huh.
now Krishna Mohan Mahodaya was asking, recently on the occasion of Adi Shankara Jayanti, Vyoma had started one Sri Shankara Digvijaya Sara.
Yeah.
In that,
Huh.
by name Sri Raghunandan,
Hmm.
he's reciting and his followers are also reciting the slokas, and wherever that Vyakarana, that Ucharana, everything he's explaining there. There, I couldn't follow continuously, but they are explaining where to do that correct pronunciation. If
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
Vyoma has done a
Mahodaya was
beautiful.
asking.
No,
Yeah, there you can follow. Recently they started. That's enrollment for free.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
available on YouTube also. I'll share it in the group
No,
today.
no problem. We can share. I am also a fan of Vyoma. I'm attending some courses there, but because I have got to attend some other courses nowadays, I told Soumya Bhagini that I will be joining later, but I follow her lectures later on. I mean, offline. Okay, entire Vyoma team is. I mean, they are dedicated people. Okay,
Yes,
beautiful this.
Mahodaya.
Okay,
Divya.
hats off to Vyoma.
Astu,
Okay,
Mahodaya.
shall we resume?
Ha
Astu.
Mahodaya.
Okay, because already 40 minutes are over. I don't know what I will be able to teach today. Let us see. If time permits, we'll complete. Otherwise, we'll take it on the next class. So I wanted to.
Sorry, took so much time.
No, 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 no. You have done a very good thing that you have asked the doubt, and along with you, others also got to know. Okay, not only you. It is not your own this one.
It was helpful for us also.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you, Mahodaya.
Yeah, that is okay.
Thanks, Maudya.
So let us go to Visarga Sandhi now. Okay, I will share the screen. Is it visible?
Ha, Mahoday.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So Visarga Sandhi. Now what happens is just Punasmaranam. I have covered that in the Pitika, first Pitika, but just as a reminder, okay, there is a Purva Varnaha, Paravarnaha. Huh? Paravarnaha can be Swaraha or Vyanjanam, that is not a problem. But Purva Varna has to be Visarga, and Visarga is not a standalone character in Sanskrit. It has to be it follows a swara only. Okay, so that swara I have put it in bracket just for our background information, that Visarga cannot be a standalone character. So swara plus Visarga, and after Visarga you may have swara or you may have Vyanjana. That is a Visarga Sandhi. This much is clear.
Ha, Mahoday.
Okay.
Am.
Okay. Now what happens is not all the time Visarga is follow. I mean Visarga has to be preceded by Swara. That is known. But all the time Visarga, when it is followed by Swara or Vyanjana, it doesn't have to undergo Visarga Sandhi. There are only certain cases when only the Visarga changes. And how does it change? It is like this. There are five types of changes. Nimitte sati means if the conditions exist. Nimitta is the condition. Okay, nimitte sati means if that sati saptami. Nimitte sati, if the conditions exist, then visarga will change either to sakar means half s letter. It can change to Jiva Mulya or Upadmanya. I'll give my opinion about this. Then otherwise it may change to Refa. Refa means R, half that R letter. Or it can get Lopaha, means it will be elided, it will be discarded. Or it can change to Ukar. Ukar means just Raswa U. Okay. So these are this one. Let us go by one. Okay. Visargasya Sakara. There are two types of Visargasya Sakara. Now what happens is this X I have given something. Okay, that as I said, Visarga has to be preceded by some Swara. So I just think X. It can be anything. But the next either should be ch, ch, t, th or t, th. Now if I open our Varna Matruka, so in the Vargiya Vanya, first and second column, this. In that you discard the first one, ka, kha, and the last one, pa, pha. Okay. So what remains is ch, ch, t, th, t, th. If any one of this is following the visarga, and this is very simple given in the pratyaharas. Okay. I will show you the pratyaharas also. In the 11th pratyahara, see kha, pha, cha, tha, th, cha, ta, ta. Now remove kha and pha. Start with ch, ch, th, th, cha, ta, ta. All the six are there. Ch, ch, ta, tha, ta, tha. And this pratyahara, as we have learned how to make pratyaharas, is chow. Okay. So here I have given chow. Ch, ch, ta, tha, ta, tha. If visarga is followed by any one of this, the visarga changes to sa. That's all. Very simple rule. Okay. But the prakriya does not stop here. That is the thing I am, this white, this one is shown. What happens next? Can you tell me if sakara, first visarga changes to sakara, that's okay. But if the sakara is followed by cha or cha, what will happen?
Shutva Sandhi.
Shaka,
Shakara.
Shakara,
Okay.
Shutva, Shutva
Chutpam.
Sandhi.
If it is followed by ta, tha,
Tutva.
Shtutva.
Shtutvam.
Shtutvam. And tatha, nothing will
Sakara.
happen.
Remains Sakara.
Nothing will
Nothing.
happen. Okay, right? So I have shown here that here first Visarga changes to Sakara, and then Sakara changes to Shakara because of Chutvam. Similarly, if it is followed by first Visarga changes to Sa. That is very simple. And then that Sa changes to Sh because of Tutvam. Okay, and if it is followed by nothing will happen. It remains as sa. So sa followed by right? Now I cut this now. That is not required. So udaharanani Bhishmaha cha. So first that Visarga changes. I have shown here whatever changes I have shown by red letter. Rest I have either kept black or some other color. So Visarga changes to Sa, and that Sa becomes Sh because of Chutva. So Bhishmascha, Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Krupascha Samitinjaya. Then Ramaha Tikate. This I think in one of the earlier sessions we had learned about this. Tikate means what? So first Visarga changes to Sa, and that's because it is followed by Ta, because of Shtutvam it becomes Sh. So Ramashtikate. Then Kutaha Twa. Twice the Yushmat Shabdasya Dvitiya Ekvachanam. Uh, Tvam Yuvam Yuyam Tvam Twa Yuvam Vam Ishman Vaha. That Twa is there. Okay. So Kutaha Twa. Takara is there. First Visarga will change to Saha Sakar, and because it is followed by ta only, so just kuta. So kutastva kashmalamidam vishame samupasthitam anarya jushtam asvargam akirti karamardana. Dvitiya se Dvitiya shloka. So this sakara is nityam. That is, if it is followed by chav, that is or cha cha ta tha ta tha, then this sakara and followed by either shutvam or shtutvam, this is a compulsory. There is no option. It has to be done. But there is another sakara which is optional. Okay, that we'll discuss now. Vikalpena. If the visarga is followed by sh, sh or s, that is shar in the, I'll show you this one. See here, 13th pratyahara, sh, sh, sa. So shar, okay. So if visarga is followed by shar, then it change. I mean, it is left to the person who is writing or speaking. He may change it to sakar, or he may not. He may keep it visarga as it is. No problem. Okay. But again, if it is sakar, I mean, there are two sakars. One is sakar followed by, I mean, which has been obtained by changing the visarga into sakar. And then there may be another sakar which is the subsequent letter. But the subsequent letter may be either sh, sh. So in that time, we have to change it to that this one, Shutva or Shtutvam, whatever it is. Okay. So if it is followed by sh, the visarga changes to sa, and then that sa changes to sh. So there will be double sh. or I mean, it is a vikalpena, so it can be as it is, nothing, no change. Visarga itself. Similarly, shakar. So visarga changes to sa, then that sa, because of this followed by sha, shtutvam, sha, or no change as it is, original visarga and shakar. Same thing about sakar. Okay. So now examples. Parmeshwasaha Shikhandishcha Maharatha. Okay, Shikhandicha Maharatha. That either you say that here don't confuse between Parmeshwasa, that Visarga is after Sa A. So that is here. And that this red letter is because of the Visarga. Sorry, Sakar and then Sakar changing to Shakar. Or keep it as it is, Visarga itself. Tithi Shashti. So first Visargasya Sakara, Sakarasya Shakara. So Tithi, Tithi Shashti or Tithi Shashti. Yeshamarte Kankshitam no Rajyam Bhoga Sukhanija. So Bhoga Visarga followed by Sakara. So either you change it, the Visarga to Sakara, or keep as it is Visarga itself. Okay. So this is the one. So there are two types of Sakaras obtained by Visarga, obtained from Visarga. One is compulsorily when it is followed by Chav, and then that it may undergo Shtutvam Shtutvam, or it is optional, optional on the person who writes or speaks. This is the second. So one is Sakara, the next one is Jivva Mulya. Okay, now I said I'll explain, I mean, I'll tell my comment on this. It is like this. See, what happens is, okay, first let me complete this one. In this, we had, in that Sakara, we had taken ch, ch, t, th, th, th. We had left k, kh, and p, kh. So if the Visarga is followed by these four, I mean, one of these four, k, kh, p, ph, that time it happens, okay? If it is followed by k, kh, the Visarga is again, it is Vikalpena. It changes to Jivva Mulya, and if it is followed by pa or pha, it changes to Upudmanya. Now, this is as far as the Shastra goes. Now, while chanting this one at one place, I noticed, okay, which one that I'll just tell you. When she was chanting this one,
एतद् गायत्री मन्त्रे अपि अस्ति धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
Dhiyo yo na prachodaya. Okay, so there, this is totally concerned with the pronunciation. You have to just pronounce it with some effort. Okay, some kind of a stress on the next letter. That is the only thing. But this is as far as the pronunciation goes. But in the literature, only in Vakrana books, you will find this. Have you ever come across this kind of symbol in the literature? I have not seen. If somebody has seen, let me know. This is my comment. As far as the Shastra is concerned, yes, we teach and we say that this has to do with something, the pronunciation, okay? Kaka Krishna, Pika Krishna, Povedo, Pika Kakayo, something like that. So, but it only to do with pronunciation. In the literature, you will always find this portion. I mean, Visarga is always shown as Visarga, not as Upadmanya or Jivamurti, right? So that is the only thing.
Mahodaya, again, I wanted to say all this has been explained in that Digvijaya Sara Adi Shankara.
No
I
problem.
just went through first two slokas. There, the Jiva Muli Udaharanam was Guru Kripa.
No.
Guroho Kripa,
Bhagini.
Guru
No.
Kripa.
I, that's what I said. It has something to do with the pronunciation and not with the writing.
Ah,
Okay, that is my point. Not, I'm not going against Shankaracharya. Okay, what I am saying.
no. There they were explaining. I'm telling
That
Madhya,
is okay.
the
Well taken.
Guruji.
Yoma does means it is the final word. Okay. Only thing is, in the literature, you will never find this symbol anywhere.
Anyway,
Okay. It is only in the Vyakarana books you will find this, and they explain also it is only pronunciation. Okay.
okay.
But
How to? Can you give me an example of Upadmani also, Madhya?
same, he said just now. What is the example you gave, Mahodaya?
Guru Kripa.
No, Putmaniya, that
In Bhagavad Gita, Sarvashah Prithvi Pratpate.
Sarvasha Pate. Okay.
गायत्री
Okay.
मन्त्रे
Hmm.
कदापि न उच्चारणीयम् एतत् धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
Dhiyo Yona Pracho.
धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् एव करणीयम्
Okay.
Punah, like, okay.
Puna.
Ah,
Okay.
got
But
it, got
when
it.
you see
Dhanyavad.
that writing, wherever you get
Mm,
Gayatri Mantra or even this Prithvi Pate and all that, you'll find
mm.
Visarga only there, not this symbol. That is my
This symbol.
contention. Right?
Oh, acha. I got it. Understood. I got
Okay.
it.
Right. So we have finished second portion. Jiva Mulyana. Now Refa. This is interesting. Okay. Visargasya Refa. There are 4 or 5 conditions. Let us understand each one of them properly. Okay. So here, as I said, any swara other than a. Okay. Anya swara, I mean other than a and a, uh, followed by visarga, and then again followed by swara. Okay. Like as I said in the beginning, visarga has to be preceded by swara, and we have considered the vyanjanam, no problem. Now swaraha, this one. But this preceding swara has to be anything other than a or a. Then we get this. Okay. Then that anya swara remains as it is. Visargasya refa. Refa means just half r. Okay. And then followed by that next swara, whatever it is. So the examples I am giving here are, see, Dhanur Udyamya Pandava in the first this one. And then Senayoho Ubayoho Madhye. So Senayor, so Visargasya Ra Bhavati. Anantaram, that next swara will merge with that array. So Senayoru Bhayor Madhye. So that is one. So first one is any swara other than then Visarga, then swara. Now in the next uh, what is a type, instead of this subsequent swara, it is a mrudu vyanjanam. Okay. Anya swara other than visarga, then mrudu vyanjanam. Then also it becomes ref. Okay. So here itself in the same shloka, senayoru bhayor madhye, ubhayoho madhye, ma is a mrudu vyanjanam. So ubhayor madhye. So this word Senayoru Bhayormadhe gives both. When the preceding is any other swara, but the next one in this place is swara. In this case, it is makara. Okay. So Senayoru Bhayormadhe. Then next is this. Okay. avyaya sambandhi visarga, then if it is followed by swara or mrudu vyanjanam, then kim bhavati रेफ रहितम अव्ययम विसर्ग रहितम अव्ययम रेफा and sar mrudu vyanjan like puna api. So this visarga is before a, I mean before visarga there is a pun and followed by another swara. So that punarapi, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jathare shanam, Shankaracharya shloka. Okay. Then here it is, I have given the example of swara. Here it is vyanjanam. Pratah bhajami. Before the visarga there is a, and next is a mrudu vyanjan bha. So pratar bhajami manaso vachasamagamyam vacho vibhati yad nikhila yadana grahena. This is from the Pratasparam shloka. Okay. Now this last one has not been included in your book, but I have given just to complete the topic. Okay. ऋकारांत शब्दस्य संबोधन संबंधी विसर्गः, then swaraha or mrudu vyanjana. What happens is like pitru शब्दस्य किं संबोधन संबुद्धि एकवचनम हे pitah or हे matah, हे bhratah, like that. So after that, if any swar or mrudu vyanjanam is there, this visargasya refah bhavati. Pitah vande, I mean, hey father, I am bowing to you, like that. Hey pitah ham swam vande, so pitar vande. और हे भ्रातः अत्र आगच्छ, हे भ्रातः आगच्छ, so भ्रातर आगच्छ. But this last type is not there in your book. I have just given so that you get complete knowledge. So we have finished Visargasya Refaha. Now there are two only remaining, Lopa and Ukara. I think we will complete this so that we don't have to carry over any baggage next time. Again, here there are few types. First is Visarga is preceded by Akar and followed by any other letter than any other swara than So Visargasya Lopa bhavati. Like I have given the example here, Dhritarashtraha Uvacha. So Dhritarashtra Uvacha. This is found many times in this one. Arjuna Uvacha, Sanjaya Uvacha, Dhritarashtra Uvacha. But don't forget, there is a Visarga which is getting elided. So it is a Prathama Vibhakti, Ekvachanam Shabdaha, not Sambodhana. Hey Dhritarashtra Uvacha. No. Because just by itself, Dhritarashtra means it will be Sambodhi, Sambodhanam, Hey Dhritarashtra. It is not that. It is the Prathama Vibhakti, Ekvachanam, that Visarga is getting elided. Next one is Visarga is preceded by Akara, and then afterwards it is followed by either Swar or Mrudu Vyanjanam. Then also Visargasya Lopaha Bhavati. Udharanam Atra Asti. समवेता युयुत्सवाः धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेता युयुत्सवाः तत्र विसर्गात् पूर्वम् आकारः अस्ति अनन्तरं मृदुव्यञ्जनं युयुत्सवः. I didn't have time to get another example where it is followed by swara, but you can balaha agachanti. So bala agachanti. That's all. Next is very simple. I mean, this you might have seen so many times. these two words, saha and eshaha, okay, if they are followed by any other letter than a, okay, akaram, here I have written varnaha and not swaraha. Be careful about this. Any word or any letter other than rasva akar, then the visarga goes off. Okay. So here I have given the examples. I think I here where is it? Uh, in the first this one itself when she chanted Saghosho Dharta Rashtraanam Hridayani Vyadarayat. There Saghosho. Sa is the Visheshana of Ghosha. That Ghosha or that sound. So there Saghosho. There is an example of Sa. Okay. Eshaha. Again Kama Esha Krodha Esha Rajo Guna Samodbhava. In third chapter 37 shloka. So there all the visargas are gone. Again, here it is the example of swara. I mean, any swara other than a. Okay, so visarga is followed by that. Again, satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, ma bruyat, satyam apriyam, priyam cha nanrutam bruyat, esha dharma sanatana. Here, esha shabda. Here also esha shabda. Here also esha shabda. And in before that, this kamaha, this is the first type. Akara and akarambhya anyaswara. So that is the example here. I mean both combined. Now next is this is slightly, I mean, to be remembered. Visarga is preceded by any swara other than a. Then here we had said mrudu vyanjanam. Okay. But in the mrudu vyanjanam there is one letter which is special. That is refa. Refa is by itself is a mrudu vyanjanam, but in a special case it is taken as a special category. So akara, sorry, any swara other than a, then visarga, then refa. Then what happens is that anya swara, whatever it is there, it will be made longer, dirgha. Anya swara sa dirgha, and then refa will go off. Okay, sorry, visarga will go off. Refa will remain refa actually. So kavihi rachayati. So kavi rachayati. Okay. So that is the thing. But now this if it is avyaya sambandhi akar, then this dirgha will happen. Okay. Here we say any other, I mean other than anything. In this case, it is itself, but that belongs to a avyayam. So punaha ramate. So before the visarga there is that will become dirgha. So puna ramate. Okay. So these two cases are special for the special mrudu vyanjanam ref. Other things here are other than the refa if this one is there. So this is about visarga se lopa. And last is visarga se ukar. Okay. Again, this is very interesting. See what happens is if the visarga is preceded by a and followed by a, that visarga is sandwiched between two a, then that visargasya u bhavati. Okay. Now next is, this is the first step. Next is this first and the u which is obtained by visarga. What will happen?
Oh,
O Gunasandhi.
Which sandhi?
Gunasandhi.
Guna sandhi. Okay, very good. Right. So this plus u becomes o. Now that o is followed by so what will happen?
Avarna Dirgha.
Enga Padanta.
Purvavarna.
Purva roop sandhi.
Purva Roopam.
Purva roopam. So this will go. Will be replaced by avagra is only for the writing and not for pronunciation. Like Jivamulya and Upadmanya are only for pronunciation, not for writing. Here it is the other way around. Avagra is only for writing, it is not for pronunciation. So this is first U, then O, and then Purvaru. Okay. So what are the examples we will see? Saha Aham. So I have given the prakriya and I have given yellow where your concern, I mean attention should be focused on the yellow portion and not the other things. Okay. Soham. Then achalaha ayam. Achalayam sanatana. Okay. In the second chapter. So this is one visargasya ukara. Next is instead of the followed by if it is followed by mrudu vyanjan. And mrudu vyanjan is hush. Okay, in the pratyahara. Again, I'll show you. Fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, these are the uh, varnas which are all mrudu. So, if visarga is preceded by a and followed by mrudu vyanjan, then also visargasya ukara bhavati. Anantara ukarasya akarena saha okara gunasandhi. Same thing. Okay. So, what are the examples? Shreyaha bhoktum. So, concentrate only on the yellow portion. Visargasya ukaraha, ukarasya okaraha, and that is it. Shreyo bhoktum. And last is, there are two exceptions. Okay. Abhyaya Sambandhi Visarga and Swara Mruduvanjan like this. Three G and Abhyaya Sambandhi Visarga plus this Punarrama or Punarapi. That because this exactly matches with this one. Okay. The second one and first one also. Okay. But there is an exception. So Abhyaya Sambandhi Visarga, you have to be very careful. And Hukaran, that as I said, Pitar Vande. There that also falls into this category, but they are exceptions. They are governed by other rules. So this is Visarga Sandhi. Okay. I'll be taking a printout of the, I mean, I'll make a PDF of this and send it on the group. Right?
Astu Mahodaya.
So thanks for, and I should thank Krishna Mohan Mohdaya that he asked some question and a lot of doubts were cleared. Okay. Thanks for that.
Dhanyawada Mahodaya, you took a lot of time to explain it.
No problem. If I know, I'll explain. If I don't know, I'll say, Baba, I don't know. I'll ask some. I mean, I'm not a repository of knowledge. Okay, so I'll chant the Shanti mantra, then we'll go. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति
शान्ति
शान्तिः.
शान्तिः। धन्यवादः।